Welcome back to Daily Flash. Mitch and Riesa hanging out with you. You know, we all heard of quiet quitting in the workplace, but what about quiet quitting at home? Yeah, we're talking about parents feeling really stressed and overwhelmed. But what can we do to take off some of the pressure off of being the perfect parent, or at least trying to be? Joining us now is child care and village advocate and author Florence and Romano, who joins us now. Thank you so much and welcome back to the show, Florence. Love having you on because this is literally, it is the hardest job ever, is being a parent. You have such great advice. This quiet quitting in the workplace basically means employees are burnt out and they're just trying to figure out how to prioritize their self-care. However, what is quiet quitting as a parent? Because there's many times growing up with my 4 kids, I just wanted to quit, but there's not enough.
I don't want people to think I'm saying, oh, just walk away from it. No big deal. You don't need to do it anymore. You can take the week off. It's just the idea, again, going back to what you said, Mitch, it's not having to be perfect all the time and creating those boundaries for yourself. There's only so many hours in the day that you can get everything done. There's only so much emotional energy that's available for you to give to every single person that needs you during that day. So actually creating those boundaries and realizing, hey, I don't have to be perfect. That may take the pressure off of you a bit.
I believe that you are right on target with that. And you have a way for us to help out. 5 different tips to help out parents. First thing, which makes sense, healthy boundaries. You got to set them. What are they and how do we do that?
It seems like an oxymoron to parents that you're really going to have boundaries of some kind. But the truth is, you have to think about, all right, I have to put that oxygen mask on me first in order to be able to take care of everything and everyone else. And so if you think of it that way, okay, maybe the boundary is that today I'm not going to pick up my kids from carpool because my friend who lives next door is going to go do that anyway for her kids. And that will give me an extra 20 minutes. Maybe I'll close my eyes for a minute. Maybe I'll call a friend. Maybe I'll just sit in silence. Gosh, wouldn't that be wonderful? That could be a boundary that you're going to create for yourself.
I can appreciate that. Next thing you say is skip the extras, like extra cheese, extra toppings on the ice cream. What do you mean?
No, never skip that. That you need. That's self-care. No, in this case, everyone's totally overextended. Dance lessons, gymnastics, playing the flute. Who knows what everyone's doing these days? Maybe you're not going to do that this week. Instead, you're just going to hang out and maybe watch a movie with your kids. And that's okay this week because that's all you can handle. And no guilt associated with that either.
All righty. This next one makes complete sense, but kind of give us a little bit more detail when you say ditch your perfectionism.
I think we all look on social media and otherwise and we go, oh, is this what people are doing now? I have to do this. I have to keep up with this trend, or those holiday decorations are better than mine. I'm going to kill Christmas for my kid this year. And you just make yourself nuts. And so it's the idea of, no, I don't have to keep up with what everyone else is doing, what the trends are, all of that. No, kids want that emotional connection with their parents. They want that quality time with you. So if you can prioritize that instead of thinking, oh my gosh, if this house is not thoroughly decorated, I'm going to kill the magic of the season. That is an important note for yourself.
When I learned that, Florence, my life was so much better. I agree with you so much so. All right, this next tip works great for bras. It can work for parents too. Get support.
I didn't know I was given to that kind of show. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, support. We talk about how it takes a village, and people always laugh and say, oh, there's no number for the village. There's no people that call and just show up to your door. Well, the truth is, it's the village we create. It's the family we're born into. It's the family we choose in terms of friendships. And you can ask them to get involved. I can't tell you how many times I've had friends call me and they're like, can you just come over for just 1 hour and just help me with these kids for happy to do it. And it's not tit for tat either. Don't think if you're asking for help from a friend, it's going to be this debt that you have to repay. This is what friendship is. This is what village is.
And it's also, I would imagine, when you allow somebody to do that, they're like, well, I helped her out. I'm going to, obviously, if I'm a parent, I'm going to need somebody to help me out. And it can really help foster great relationships with your neighbors. So I can appreciate that. And finally, you say, fill your cup first, but we teach our kids to always think of others.
And you should. I think that's very important. However, in order, again, to go back to that kind of analogy that I used before, you put that oxygen mask on, you have to do that for yourself. And
Yeah.
again, parents, it's an oxymoron to say, self-care, make that time for yourself. I'm not saying go out there and you're going to have a whole spa day to yourself. I understand that that's difficult to do. I'm talking about the little things that add up to big things. Maybe, and I know this is totally against probably what parents need to do. You need more sleep than less sleep. Maybe you're going to stay up a little later that night because you're going to watch one of your favorite shows, and that's going to make you a little groggy the next morning, but oh man, it felt good and you got some time to yourself. Maybe that's something you're going to do for yourself, or even just 10 minutes. You wake up extra in the morning, quiet, sitting, sun on your face, quiet before the kids come down and the day starts. Again, small things, big results.
And and I would imagine if you let your kids on that, say, hey, look, tonight, y'all, I need some time for myself here. They're going to look at that like, because they're looking for you on how to have the correct way of living. And that is great advice, 100%. Just let them in on it and they'll probably support you for it. So who knows? Thank you so much, Florence, for joining us and your great advice as always. Now, if you want to order Florence's new book, it's called Build Your Village. You can do so on Amazon, or you can just go to florenceann.com. We'll have the link on our website. Thank you, Florence Ann.